Everyone knows penguins live by the sea, but did you know they can also live under houses? When I was a kid, we used to have kororā, so little blue penguins, nesting under our house. They would swim up the river, swim up the creek, and then waddle under our house, which works because they're the smallest penguin in the world, and they would cozy up right underneath the fireplace. Anytime I had a sleepover as a kid, I used to tease my friends that my house was haunted, and they'd be like, yeah, whatever, but there was always a moment of blind panic when they heard this noise. Their eyes would go so wide and they'd totally freak out until, of course, we all started laughing because the penguins were taking over again. They used to get so loud that we couldn't hear our TV. So we would stomp on the floor and then they'd settle down a little bit and they'd slowly build up again and stomp, stomp, stomp. They used to go on for our whole evening. Now, my parents had a rule, no dogs at our house, and that was mainly because of the penguins. But one time we had a family come and house sit. They bought their Cocker Spaniel. They thought it was fine because it's just little and it's really friendly. Unfortunately, that Cocker Spaniel was the perfect size to fit under our house too. And so over the period of the next week, it went under there and it killed every single penguin in that colony. We were devastated. It is so important to keep your dog restrained around nesting penguins. It doesn't matter how friendly your dog is to humans. Every dog is a threat to penguin populations. So for us to protect our special little blue penguin population, our kororā, we need to make sure that we are protecting them from things like dogs. Dogs pose the biggest threat to them. Also, things like leaving nets out in rivers, especially if they cover more than a quarter of the waterway, and making sure that we are constantly on the lookout for these little penguins, making sure we don't let our dogs just roam free around the beaches and get into the sand dunes or up cliffs or even around areas that are just rivers as well, because they do swim up rivers. The good news is that there's actually penguins nesting there again. It took about a decade for that population to bounce back, but if we protect our penguins from things like dogs, then eventually they'll have a chance to recover. So if we do this all around New Zealand, instead of our penguin populations declining, they can start to grow again, and that would just be amazing.